Allow me to just start off because we have like 7 minutes or so. We were trying to set out things, and I would want to start off with our distributors that joined our business this month. And this month, the month of October, we have Emma Jagi and Kivara. We have uh, Sarah Mutoto and Shaban Nyapola, Samuel Chege and Jane Joroge, Gladys Mungai and Stanley Mwangi, Masi Mumbi Gitau, Zipora Karanja and Peter Kimani, Leah and Hans Koskei, Lucy Kahendo and Paul Gidaiga, Cicely Barire and Tiffany Apa, Caroline Komen and Patricia Rotich, Masi Mwalamba and Arthur Odera, Paul Tambo and Laura Ochola, Margaret Jogu from the USA, Alice Wawero from the USA, Kevin Mbui from Britain, Chantel Mbui from Britain, Teresia Kariuki and Masi Mwangi, Mary Kirika and Daniel Kamoro, Joseph Makero, Jude Waitera Chege, Lydia Koskei, Celine Anyango and Lavenda Athiambo, Anthony Katua Kinyiri, Amos Kiburi and Mary Munyao, Nathan Nyakwama Mekubo, Monica Muelu John, Metrin Omuyanda and Dennis Nyongesa, Maleshafwane Kwelagobe, that should be from Botswana, David Onyango, Timothy Mireti, Zachary Maithiri and Dilis, Cynthia Shamba, Mango Tabane, Mpontile. And then we have those that joined and became managers. And being managers meant that if they opened the window to become managers, they have a chance now this month to actually become what you call fully qualified directors because of the incentive that is running. And on top of that, I would want to say once again that every distributor who joined our team, we really embrace you and welcome you to the winning team. So let's go to the managers. And we have new managers. We have Susan Baile Maina, Cicely Barire and Tiffany Apa, Gladys Mungai and Stanley Mwangi, Mase Mwamlamba and Arthur Odera, Tekla Ochanji and Frederick Omatera, Paul Tambo, Omanga Nyantika, Lavera Namachi, Collins Kipkurui, Joshua Kiptala, Ivy Halea Litoro, Fresia Kamau, Margaret and John Kamau, Kalfan Kionzo and Halima Buko, Anna Cross from USA, the rest were all from Kenya, Tekla Atayi, and then we have those that are actually our senior managers, and we have the senior managers. Now, senior managers are those that did more than 500 PVs, and they are Paulina Thiambo and Samuel Ouma, Shadrach Njero and Teresia Mudoni.
Isaac, just give me a minute. I changed the laptop. I think this one might be missing one or two people. You can just share the benefits of a senior manager.
Oh, yeah. So a senior manager is a person who joins the business and does 500 PVs or points alone, or does 1,000 PVs together with the team. In fact, when they do it together with the team, they even qualify to what you call qualified senior manager. But a senior manager is one who does 500 PVs in 1 month alone. We call that person a senior manager. And we had a number of them that did exactly that. And we really appreciate what you did. So we have a list of those people that did the senior manager. And we're really happy. Now, you could have joined as a senior manager. And if you joined in the month of October and became a senior manager, you also happened to open the window. If you did 250 PVs on your own and above, you also got a chance now to have opened the window for becoming a director this month. So we had the two, but we check out on that. And once again, we still continue to tell you welcome for our recognition this evening. We are really excited and we are really happy that you found time. If you are a guest, if this is your first time to be in any one of our meetings, we really welcome you and thank you very much for joining us. I also want to welcome our team in Uganda, led by our upcoming PT, Justus Muhumuza. And in the course of time, he may not be able to read. So I was trying to make sure that I have eaten enough bananas to be able to pronounce the names from Uganda. I hope I will be able to do so. Where they are a bit too much for me, I'll just use probably the English one. Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can proceed now.
Okay, I can see Anita, Agita, Jennifer. Then we have what you call qualified senior managers. We have Anne and George Dirango. Then we have Susan Gidoi. We have Margaret Nyoware. Susan Gidoi and Margaret Nyoware actually teachers. And Irene Muni. Thank you very much. Jane Opondo. Martin Kobia. Gladys Deche. Lynette Chalo. Those are qualified senior managers. They had over 1,000 PVs. And these ones are now going to actually to become directors. We call them deputy directors because they themselves, together with the team, they did over 1,000 PVs. And congratulations. Now, these are this should be the team from Uganda. If I'm not wrong, Paul.
You're right. Continue with Uganda.
Oh, yes. Kweyunga Emmanuel M. Tekimuri Edri. Tedimweba Valerie. Bashemeire Ephanis. These are the people that are also qualified senior manager from our team in Uganda. And congratulations. They are even those that actually got free product because of doing that. And the following got free product: Kakuba Beda, Evelyn Murema, they are senior managers and they got the incentive for senior managers. And the incentive for senior managers, that should be in Uganda. You can see them on my screen. That is, I can see, I think I can see Vita, Liquivite. Not very clear on my side, Paul, the qualified senior manager incentive.
All right, there is no problem. So the qualified senior manager incentive, it's running in the 3 countries. So if you are in Uganda, the people that Isaac has just read, they're getting a multi and a cleanser. And if you are all the senior managers in Kenya, you also have an opportunity to get a Liquivite and a gender makeup remover when you do the same. So you can proceed.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you for the explanation. Then we have 3 in 30 incentives. This is when you are able to sponsor 3 people in a single month. And we have, if you repeat this one in 6 months, you become what you call superstar. So we have 3 in 30 incentives, and we have 3 in 30 stars. We have Freshia Kamau and Jasmine Watere. That's a plain one. Then personal sponsoring. These are the number of people that have been able to sponsor within that 1 month. And the following were able to sponsor 1 person each. This is the team from Kenya: Grace Chege and Caesar Gitango, Irene Mwanzia and Frederick Oduor, Helen and Philip Kibushie, Catherine and Sandra Taracha, Mwanyonyo Ellen and Justus Johnson, Margaret and Jessica Atieno Nyoware, Philomena Muthoka and Onesimus Ngomi, Samuel Kimani and Susan Waithera, Beatrice and John Agasa, Susan Gedoi and Anne Wangombe, Rebecca Odero and James Ogola, Anne Kanyahuri and Michelle Duta, Phoebe and Wellington Manyonge, Abigail Ayako and James Otieno, Josiah and Viola Korir, Luce Maigua, and Samuel Batia. And Andrew Duba from USA, Rose Muthe, USA, Joyce Kathe from USA, Virginia Mukira from USA, Susan Miner, USA, each one of them, Angela Markel from USA, each one of them was able to sponsor one person each. Now, this is the team from Uganda, Twakirize Jenina, Tumushabe Dennis, Bashemeire Efrans, Seskomi Grace Alex, so we congratulate you. Kahimakazi Irene, we congratulate you for being able to sponsor one person, together with Charimpa Edida. Then the following were able to sponsor two people, and I'm going to start with the Kenyan team. Oh, sorry, it's okay. That's the first one from USA. Anne Cross from USA was able to sponsor two people. Joyce Kathe from USA, Alice Odongo from UK, Virginia Roswane from Botswana, and our upcoming PT, thank you very much and congratulations. Justus Muhumuza was also able to sponsor two people. Lydia Musinguzi, and the following were able to sponsor three people: Fresia Kamau and Jasmine Watere, Rose Mireti from USA, Evelyn Murema from Uganda, the team. Thank you very much, Evelyn. And the following, and these people were able to sponsor 5 people last month. That is Isaac and Purity Ndungu.
Congratulations, Isaac and Purity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Paul. Right. Now, we had people that did, our business touches on the use of the product and the sharing of the product, number 1 and 2, basics. That is, those are quite key areas in building of our business. What I have just read is number 3, what comes as number 3, sharing of the opportunity, I mean, inviting other people to join our business. So the following people were able to use the product and sell and share with other people that were around them. And Amoro Margaret and Gilbert Ochieng, you can see the PVs on the board, 264. Pamela and Abraham Cheluget, 264. Susan Gedoi and Anne Wangombe, 261. Joshua Kiptala, 260. Helen Murakwa, 259. Omanga Nyantika, 257. Josiah and Viola Corrido, 257. Marion Chepkurui and Rodriguez, 255. Lina Changwoni and Stella Mwinzi, 254. Ivy Halea and Litoro, 254. Irene Burgur and Alan, 253. Eunice Marango and Peter Moroki, 252. Ryan and James Chumba, 252. Those are the ones that were able to do 250 PVs and above. And those that joined the business, for example, in the month of October, and they were able to do this, or they had joined earlier and they are repeating, they could still be on the shortcut to director. So I have Ryan and James Chumba, Rosie Kidome and Peter Ndunga, Kalfan Chionzo and Halima Buko, Collins Kipkurui, Godfrey Mwaura and Juliet Mungai, Margaret and John Kamau. Ruth Anyanda Avuna had 251. Robert Macharia and Regina Njero, 251. Monica Jeruto Cheres, 251. Anne and James Waithaka, 250 PVs. Okay, the following were able to do above the 250 also. Virginia Molinge and Julius Mutinda, 410. Mother Ayeko Joseph, 403. Margaret Nyoware and Jessica Atieno, 396. Anne and George Dirango, 395. Joseph Mwangi and Evelyn Kairie, 374. Helen and Philip Tibushie, 365. Samuel Kemani and Susan Waithera, 343. Rose Mereti, 335. Betha Auma and Naftare Owaka, 319. Bernard Athola, 300. Rose Maingi and Joshua Kuti, 293. Linda Muikadi Chalo, 291. Lavera Namachi and Harrison Esemere, 281. Lilian Nabuire and Peter Wandera, 278. Catherine and Wafula Kasembeli, 268. Mwanyonyo, Ellen and Justus Johnson, 265. Christine Chelimo and Timothy Chelimo, 265. Now, Elizabeth Kagunga, 332, that is, she's in the UK. Rosemary Washira, 411. Jane Mboro, 253. Margaret Nyamo, 323. Angela McKell, 255. These are all from the US. Stella Kaibi, 253. Elizabeth Wanzara, 250. Alice Wawero, 251. Top 10 in personal PVs. These are the ones that were able to do the top 10. We have Alice Ondongo, 500 PVs, still in the USA. Catherine and Sadra Taracha, 511. Anne Cross, 520. Irene Muni and John Joka, 533 PVs. Shadrach Njero and Teresa Muthoni, 555. Mary Atieno and Arthur Owaka, 618 PVs. That is our upcoming PT there. Paulina Thiambo and Samuel Ouma, 658 PVs. Emma Wahinya and Olive Wachango, 709. Rachel Minor in the US, mirrored 747 PVs. Josephine Marango in the USA, 2,442 PVs. Congratulations. That is wonderful, Josephine Marango. Oh, actually, Josephine Marango was #1 in the Kenyan team. Let's go to Uganda, and I hope I have the grace to read the good names now. Yes, Josephine Marango is. Let's go to Uganda now. Ahibisibwe Provia, 500 PVs. Chomuhendo Annette, 550. Kansime Leodicadias, 600 PVs. Chomujija Stella, 983. Kakuba Beda, 1,055 PVs. Kekimuri Edri, 1,200. Mugisha Joseph, 1,648 PVs. Tumushabe Dennis, 1,727. Cheyunga Emmanuel Mike, 2,138 PVs. That is wonderful, wonderful work from our team in Uganda. Okay, wonderful. So now, at this juncture, I would want to welcome our Director of Sales East Africa. And this gentleman has really has seen our businesses grow. And I remember when I was just getting into the business, I found this gentleman in the business. He helped me when I was a distributor, and he's still there. So he has seen me grow. He knew when I didn't know the difference between a senior manager and a manager. And not only that, he has really been supportive to our team. And we are really happy and really privileged to have Paul Mwato, actually the representative of the company, the whole of the company in Kenya and East Africa, to be with us this evening. And allow me to welcome none other but our Director of Sales East Africa, Paul Mwato. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Isaac. I think it was a very it was a wonderful recognition that you have been able to do there, combining names from different countries, Kenya, Uganda, and especially Uganda, because the US names are more like English. So the Uganda names are also in English, but English, which is Luganda. But you have been able to really work through it, and it's an amazing. And that confirms that you are a true leader and an amazing person who is able to continue to build the business together with the team. And we want to thank you for the work that you have been able to do so far, together with Purity, with Grace. And now that you're working closely with Justus and the team in Uganda, I think the sky is not even the limit. You guys will be able to go far. And I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the people who have been recognized today for achieving different results and success in this business. So thank you so much and congratulations. And I'm happy to see people really taking place into the 3 daily success habits, which Isaac has been able to mention to us, because it simplifies what you are supposed to do in your life, and using the product, sharing the product, and sharing the opportunity. And that is the basis of our recognition. So the more you do it, the more you get recognized, and the more you continue to help yourself and help others to continue to achieve the success that they truly want to be able to achieve. So mine is to welcome you and thank you so much to this meeting once again. Our distributors and our guests who are on this call today, these are is an amazing combination of teams and the people we are really looking up to in the 2 countries to continue to help as many people as possible to continue to share the business opportunities. So I just want to thank you and confirm that you're in the right place. And I'm not going to take a lot of time because I know we have a lot of speakers ahead of us today. And we want to make sure that we utilize every opportunity and every story that we're going to listen to today, so that by the time you leave this place as a distributor, you are fully equipped and you are charged to be able to take your next level. Because I believe after those people we have been able to recognize, they'll be able to put more effort and get recognized next month. And those who did not get recognized today, hey, next month you must be recognized. Make it a priority purpose to be recognized. If you don't know what you're supposed to do to get recognized, speak to your upline, speak to the person who brought you to this opportunity, and they'll be able to tell you what you are supposed to do so that you can be able to appear in the recognition. And guess what? When you see people getting recognized, it is an opportunity for you to get to understand. Trust me, they hand extra money. They hand some good income. And that is why we are recognizing them here today for a job well done. So I just want to continue the recognition, and I'm quite excited today because the opportunity that was started by Jerry Brasfield back 1958 in the country of US, it has been able to spread in over 62 countries across it has been able to spread in over 62 years. It has been able to help people to feel better and to continue to get income, and that it has been able to go to over 50 countries. And today we are not just speaking about a small opportunity, it's a global opportunity that we are talking about today. And there's no better time to showcase it like now, when the world is looking for a solution. And because of that, the business that was started in Kenya, it has been able to grow to different other countries. And it's amazing how it has been able to go back to the US, because today we are celebrating some leaders from US who have done a tremendous job. They just joined in the course of this year, actually late this year, and they have been able to look at this opportunity, and because they had a need, they have purpose to be able to do it like they have never done it before. And because of that, today they have been able to get to a prestigious position, which we call the world team members. A world team member is somebody who is earning an income. If I talk in dollars, it has to be over 1,000 US dollars every single month because of helping people to be able to build business. And guess what? You can earn it in different currencies. These are people who the company are looking up to because they are great leaders, and we really value the effort that we have been able to do to be able to build their business. These are also people who travel every other time. Every year, they are assured of a trip from the company. Like this year, we are supposed to go to Czech Republic. We couldn't go, but we are going next year. So when you become a world team member, you are that kind of a person who will be able to travel across the world quite often. So I'm sure these ladies that have already started traveling, they'll be able to share with us. So I just want to, in a very special way, recognize our brand new Sapphire director from the US, from the United States of America, none other than Rachel and Kenneth tonight, all the way from Maryland. I don't know whether Isaac, you've been able to unmute Rachel to speak to us today. Let me see whether I can see Rachel. I hope she's joining as Rachel, or she's joining as iPhone. Grace, how is Rachel?
Rachel Minor.
Oh, she's already there. Amazing and wonderful. We are so happy to have you here, and congratulations for a job well done within a short time of period. I just want you to take a few minutes and share with us how you have been able to do that. Karibu sana, Rachel.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, good evening and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name again is Rachel Minor. I am married to Ken Minor, who is here with me, my best friend, my partner. And I was telling him today he has earned himself the title of a Sapphire because it is through him that he has been urging me and coaching me, because Ken used to be, we call him Ken, he used to be a sales director with Castle Brewing when Castle was there before we left Kenya in 2002. So he knows a thing or two about sales. So when I moved on to sales, he has been my cheerleader and my help. So thank you so much, Ken. I'm forever grateful to you. And I have two children, Michelle, who is my downline here, not too active. She's right there coming up. And I have a son who is in Europe and two grandchildren, one in Kenya, the other one here with me. And when I think about Neo Life and the multi-generational nature of the business, it just goes back to my grandchildren and makes me happy and makes me want to pick the phone and call the next person. So a little bit about me. Just like Isaac, I am a teacher. I have a Bachelor of Education, and I taught and retired early after 10 years, went into management. When I came back to the US in 2002, because of the sickness of a daughter who unfortunately passed on, we stayed on. She passed on in 2009, and I went ahead and went back to school, and I hold two master's degrees, one in management and one in psychology. So it is while working as a psychologist, as a mental health professional, that I met my accident, or an accident, it really isn't mine. I met an accident that left me impaired and saw me undergo 4 major surgeries, 2 to my spine. And as a result of that, I was so disabled. I was using walking aids to move from point A to B, even from my bedroom to the toilet. It was a struggle. To close my eyes to sleep was a struggle because of pain. Because even after seeing the best of doctors and having the best of medication, I still could not beat the pain. It was just too much. And I literally survived on narcotics. And I caught all the side effects of the narcotics, which include hallucination, unstable mood. I would cry just like that. I was hopeless. And if Ken would tell you, on multiple occasions, I had lost hope, and I would tell him, I don't see the difference between being alive and not being here. I've not used the word dead. I said not being here. That's what I really meant, because the pain was too much and I didn't see a way out. But I kept on talking to my friend Josephine, who is my sponsor. and she's here in the US with me because she was also having major health challenges. Both of us had been disabled and staying at home. So we used to talk, and Josephine prayed for me. Josephine and her sister Sapphire Eunice Marango used to pray for me that one day we shall be cured and get out of the house. And I keep telling Josephine, this is a miracle. This is her prayers answered. And I'm great about that because I had lost muscle. I couldn't even show my hands the way I'm sitting here because they look like sticks. One time I went to see a doctor and the doctor was, why are you born like this with such thin hands and legs? That touched me because I was just losing muscle. And I was so weak, and I fell anywhere and anytime, multiple times, because I was very, very weak. I had no appetite. My muscles in the stomach were all eaten up, and I couldn't eat. I used to eat on a saucer, and I was, simply a mess, a miserable mess. And that is the state where Neolife found me. And what happened when Josephine talked to me and told me about these wonder supplements, I said, bring it on, because what was I going to lose anyway if I tried? So I tried the core products, Provitality and 3NN, in as little as 2 weeks. I could tell the difference. I actually slept, and I remember that day, I call it my miracle day, when I went to bed at 9 and I slept until 5. I had to wake my husband, and I'm like, Ken, I've been asleep. So he says, it's 5 o'clock. I said, yes, I've slept all those hours. And we celebrated, and we continue to celebrate even today. And through the help of Josephine, I ordered the Target supplements for my back because by this time I had developed arthritis. So we ordered Carmac, Full Motion, and salmon oil, and more 3NN. I continued taking that. And I shared the same with Ken, who also is a spine surgery survivor. He had surgery in 2014 in India, and he blamed his pain on everything. The mattress is no good. The pillow is not good. We kept on changing and changing. And when I put him on the supplements, he's strong, he has no pain, he sleeps well. So he's also has something to thank Neolife for. And we continue taking the supplements and telling other people about it, because after using the supplements, I didn't even care about business, because I remember PT Grace Chege called me. She got my name from Josephine, my number from Josephine, and she explained to me about the business. And I was very, very, very clear to her. I just wanted to get well, and then I can go back and work, do my mental health professional job, which would pay me well. But I can tell you today, I feel so good. And at the back of my mind, my job is nowhere. I just wake up thinking, Neolife. I want to reach as many people as possible, because what I believe in is, why let someone suffer if I know how to help them? So I've been reaching out to people. I reached out to my sister Emma, not for business, but because she was suffering. She took the supplements. I also reached out to my sister, Elizabeth in the UK. Both of them took the supplements, and they saw the business opportunity, and they started. So through use of the supplement, just using the first basic principle of use the products and share the products. So I was sharing the products, not so I can make money, but so that I can help someone, beat the pain and the misery and the hopelessness that I was going through. And in the process, so we started making money. I made my first check of $182, which was as a result of buying a lot of products for myself and my family. My granddaughter is on Liquivite. I got a check, and I'm like, who pays you for using? So I got convinced this is a company. And I actually researched so much, and so did my daughter. Because when I told my daughter about the company, she was like, let me research and see whether it's real. You are way too excited for life. So she researched the company, and she told me, Mommy, this is a good company. Take the supplements. And she actually told me, the last time I saw you this happy was when you're doing some community work in Muranga in 2014, when I came home and I was working on a rehabilitation project. She said, you're very happy. And I can tell you honestly, I'm a better mother, I'm a better grandmother, and a better wife, just because of Neolife supplement, because where I am now is just waiting maybe to move on to the next level. So the use of the products have really made me believe in the company and want to work hard and want to reach to other people. And in so doing, how have I been able to become a sapphire? It is not on my own. I have my downlines. I'm forever grateful to them. And this sapphire title is because of them. It is our title. It is not mine, because I want as many people to come up and become directors. We are working together every day. I try as much as I can to reach out to my downlines, even those who have not made any business. There is hope. I keep encouraging them, and I'm seeing something good coming out of it. I'm forever grateful to Sapphire Josephine, because without Josephine, where would I be? That miserable woman who had no hope. Thank you, Josephine. I can never thank you enough. Thank you so much, PT Grace Chage, because without your encouragement and the training and the persistence, I don't think I would have reached out to people and even wanted to look at this as a business and even as a replacement of a profession that I have trained for 6 years for. And I also want to thank my co-teachers, PT Isaac and Purity, for your training every time. It's amazing every time Isaac talks. He makes me laugh. He's funny with many stories. And I think, and I see myself there, I keep telling Grace, I'm a teacher and we teachers can talk. I have also great gratitude to Betty and Pascal. Their training, the product training, I only miss it if I'm not able to attend. And I have special thanks for Rico Brown, the Vice President of Sales International. He embraced us. Once Grace told him about us, he's been reaching to us. We are on one-on-one. We've already scheduled to have a Zoom call where he's going to discuss business. He's been, giving me tips on what to do to succeed. And I'm so grateful. And also Cesar Garaza is the Director of Sales North America. He's been training us. And he is good. I tell him, you are just a Kenyan like us. He's very nice, very patient, gives us time and trains our teams. And we are doing trainings every other week, product training, business opportunity. He's willing to do a one-on-one with our people. And without CISO, we were feeling like a little lost. Now we have been embraced in the American market. We are discussing the incentives here. And this makes us want to move on. And with that, my testimony and what I have gone through, and this is for the people who are new people, prospects who are on this call. You've heard my testimony. And my testimony is a confirmation that Neolife products work. They have worked for me. They will work for you. Please say yes to Neolife today, and your life will be different. Thank you so much. Over to Josephine Marango, my sponsor, Sapphire Josephine Marango. Over to you.
Thank you, Rachel. I must say that that's an amazing story. But before we bring Josephine, definitely we have to thank you together with Ken for doing an amazing job in the US and empowering so many people and taking that step. And this is just the start. There are so many other steps ahead of you. We can tell you for sure you are a Pitting in the making. And I have no doubt that you'll be able to become a Pitting in the near future. And your story is always a resounding to listen. It has been able to help so many people here in East Africa to continue to believe in the opportunities. So thank you so much for finding time to come and share with us today. All right, so I just want to bring to us our other brand new Sapphire director, again, also from the US, and that is the sponsor to Rachel. So you can be able to do this business with your downlines, and you can be able to achieve together a lot of success, because today, Josephine, who brought Rachel into the opportunity, they are both Sapphire directors. So without taking much time, I just want to bring to you Josephine Marangu, all the way from US. Josephine, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself, and congratulations for stepping up to Sapphire Director.
Yes, Paul, I can hear you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Josephine. Most welcome.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Good evening, everyone. I am very, very excited today to be here to share my story with all our readers, our distributors, and our guests. My name is, I'll start first by introducing myself, and then I'll tell you my story in your life. My name is Josephine Marango. I live here in the US, in Maryland. As Rachel said, we are together here in Maryland. I am a mother of 2 and a grandmother of 4 children who I live with here in US. And today, I'm very, very happy and honored that I said yes to New Life. That's why I'm actually here today. My journey to New Life started in January of this year when my sister introduced me to the business, Sapphire Eunice Marango, which I never said yes, but 6 months later, in May of this year, I said yes. I've been in the business for 6 months. And I thank God that I did say yes to New Life, because my life before New Life was a hopeless life, a life where I had no happiness, because I was diagnosed in 2008 with asthma, which really paralyzed me in 2014. 2014, I was not able to work. Professionally, I was healthcare profession, taking care of people with respiratory issues. And imagine I myself developing the same problem. At the process, I was getting very bad asthma attacks, which sometimes I would think, I'm not sure if I will be alive. But just like Rachel said, yes, I and my sister Sapphire Eunice, we used to pray every day that I won't get better, that Rachel won't get better. But God had a plan for us. And that's why I always say, New Life was a divine connection to us, because it had changed my health. Because I used to take nebulizer every 2 hours or 4 hours. And I know for those people who know nebulizer, it's something like this. You put a solution and then you have to inhale it. And you can imagine everywhere you go, you are carrying a machine to do this. Every home of my children and a nebulizer machine, my home and a nebulizer machine. And I had a portable one. This one I used to carry everywhere in the vehicle and even in the airplane. I had to carry my nebulizer machine with me because attack could happen anywhere. I know every time I had to travel, my doctor would always tell me, Josephine, make sure you are near the hospital, because my asthma is that it was bad. And because of taking a lot of medications, steroids, I used to have injection every month. You can imagine that life. And then I would always carry an inhaler, even if I have to. This inhaler would always be in my pocket, even in the house, because every time climbing the stairs, I would have shortness of breath. But thank God I don't use this, even though you see me carrying it. I used to carry the EpiPen, because if ever I get an attack, I would inject myself and then be rushed to emergency room. That's how my life was. And because of using the steroids every time I had an attack, I developed diabetes, steroid-induced diabetes, and also neuropathy. I could not walk. I started having a lot of pain in my knees. And actually before Corona, and 2 surgeries scheduled. For my sinuses, they sent iron polyps, and then also for my knees. But when I started taking the supplements, the core supplements, first in February when I came, my sister bought me supplements, which I came taking. And I started feeling well because she knew I was not an easy person to say yes to anything. However, she was persistent, and she introduced me to P.T. Grace, who I embrace now because she is our mentor. She is everything in our business. However, when I started taking these supplements, when I said yes in May, after 2 weeks, that's when I started feeling well. And that's when I shared the story with my friend Rachel, because I knew she was also suffering with me. At the time, I had not even started attending Zoom trainings, because even when P.T. Grace was inviting me, I was in so much pain that nothing to me made any sense. And I know personally, I told her, all I want is to get well. I know she can relate to that very well. Even one time I sent her a message, I said, P.T. Grace, we are all committed here, but please give us time because we need to get well first. When you get well, other things can come. Then when Rachel joined and our kids, my kid and I, I just took the supplements and did not even look at the literature. Same thing with Rachel, we all did that. But after we got well, that's when now we took our kit and we started reading and we started attending Zoom trainings. And through that, we now realized there was also a business part. And because you were no longer in pains, I was no longer coughing the way I used to cough nonstop. I couldn't sleep at night, which I never used to sleep. They changed my life. And to me, new life is something which has really changed my life and has given me life. And when we started learning about this business, Rachel, as she said, she introduced her sister and her sister-in-law. And I also continue to introduce other people in Kenya, like Christine Mite, and all others who are there, and Rose here, and others. Because we learned in the training that in order to do this business successful, we have to follow the 3 basics of products, using the products, sharing the products, and sharing the opportunity. And to me, I could not keep quiet because the products have changed my life. I started sharing the product here with even my friends, my colleagues at work. One of them is a cancer survivor. And I know she was scheduled to go and do chemotherapy and also do surgery because they had said she had growth in the lung. But after taking these supplements, telling you today, when she went for her scans, the doctors told her, continue doing what you have been doing. So because of that, I'm continuing to share the products and the opportunity to many people. And my mission is to touch many people, empower them, and change their lives. For me, I'm happy when I hear my friend telling me, Josephine, I am feeling better now than I was. And this makes me happy because even before, my job was to take care of the patients, sick patients. And I always used to be happy when I see a patient getting out of that life support machine, though many of them used to die on my hands. But today, if I can prevent these people from going to those machines, that's my happiness. And looking at my life, for those who are listening to me today, we have a big business now. And I'm so excited today for this title of Sapphire today, which has not come because of myself. It's because of the team. The entire team has worked so hard last month. And that's why we were able to be given these titles. And telling you the truth, it's not an easy journey. We all have to be persistent and also be resilient because on the way we have a lot of obstacles. Telling you it's a lot of things which happen in our lives. But despite of that, let's not give up. Even when we are talking to the people here, a lot of them are not open to the opportunity. You receive a lot of no's, but I know in your life, we say no is the next opportunity. And that's what I tell my people every day, even when some of them call me very frustrated, but I tell them, no, let's keep moving, let's go to the next. And that's what I do every day, call my downlines, even those in Kenya. Yes, those who are doing something and those who are, I'm still encouraging them because I know my happiness is when I see my team moving up together. It's not about me, it's about the entire team. And also thinking about how in future it will be the residual income, which you will start getting. Just like I always say, Word of God says in Proverbs 13 verse 22, a wise man leaves inheritance to his children and grandchildren. So that's how I look at it, that we have to work hard now that we are healthy, so that in future, when you are not able to work hard, we'll still live that life which we have been living. And for those who have been listening to me today, I have a message for you, especially to our guest. But before I go there, I want to thank each and everyone. My leaders, Rachel, Emma, Elizabeth, and all our team members. And also my sponsor, Eunice Marango, who I don't know where I would be. And Pete Grace, who has been a mentor and encourager. No matter what we went through, Grace is always there, pushing us, teaching us. And I'll ever be grateful to both of you, and also to the entire team, and also to your upline, Isaac and Purity. They always encourage us. Paul Mwato, always there, making us laugh every day. And also the training we are getting from Betty, Pascal, and everybody, all the readers in East Africa, we are ever grateful. And now we are more than grateful that we have been able to get our readers here to train our team and us, Lincoln Brown and Zizan Garaza. They are wonderful people and they are actually teaching us every day. Now we'll start having one-on-one. I have mine scheduled on Monday with Lincoln Brown. We have been having one-on-one on him, but now they will start training us. And we are really grateful because to the entire company of Neolife for making you all available to train us, because a roadmap is set for us by the company, and also God has given us this roadmap to follow. Let's all be faithful. And I know within God, because everything is possible, we will go far. And I would want to go far with every one of you. And my message today to each and everyone, especially the guest, is the Neolife products work. Please don't take even months I took. Just say yes today, because the products work. And even when you are talking for the distributors, when you are talking to people, have confidence that these products work. They have worked for me, they have worked for Rachel, they have worked for all of us. And I would say thank you to all of you. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you so much, Josephine, for that, for sharing your story today. It's an amazing story, and your walk with Neolife to where you are today. We can only say thank you and thank God for what you have been able to achieve. It's amazing, you know, and because using the products, and now you can share your story and you can show the difference of where you came from and what it's like now. I think it's an amazing story, and we thank you so much and we wish you all the best as you continue to build your business in US. Rico Brown, we are everything. We are in East Africa because of the training we get from Rico Brown. And I always meet Caesar. Say hi to Caesar. He's my good friend. We normally meet when we come to the US for our meetings. So amazing, and we wish you all the best. And when you come to Kenya, we'd love to have coffee with you as you share with us how you have been able to do it. Because I know you are coming to Kenya very soon. So thank you. I just want to go to the next speaker, and I just want to invite this lady who has been able to do a lot of work, and the leaders have been able to mention how supportive she is. And she doesn't sleep. Whenever she wants something to be done, I can assure you, she will not rest until it's done. Even if it's from me, she'll make sure it is done for the sake of the team. She goes to every level. And I just salute her. This year so far, she has been able to produce 3 Sapphire directors, and that is a tremendous achievement. So I want to bring in Grace Chege, our Ruby director, to be able to say hi and invite our guest speaker for tonight. So thank you so much, and congratulations to our winners and the people that we have been able to congratulate. Karibu sana, Grace, if you can hear me.
Yes, Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you for your love. Our director of sales, you're always supporting us. And even tonight, instead of resting with your family, you are here with us. Thanks for your big heart and always supporting our team. Tonight, my name is Grace Chege. And I want to start by congratulating our leaders, our new distributors who have joined across Africa, in the US, and everywhere else. Thank you for choosing Neolife. You will never regret. I was a distributor 6 years, 8 months ago when I joined Neolife, and I've never regretted. My journey has been amazing, and I've gotten a lot of friends and have learned a lot. I want to congratulate also our managers and our senior managers across from Uganda, Kenya, everywhere else, and from Botswana, and from US and UK. You have started an amazing journey, and that step that you have made is going to be the step that is going to take you further. Look at the next step, which is becoming a director, and you will really be happy. I want to congratulate also the people who've been able to sponsor. Sponsoring is the oxygen in our business. That's what we say. And I want to congratulate my uplines, Isaac and Purity, for doing an amazing job for sponsoring 5 people. Heko sana and congratulations. And everyone who sponsored someone from 1 to 5, let us do it more in the month of November. Let's do it, keep it burning. And tonight, it's been an amazing, amazing session. For me, it's about the work and about who I am today because of Neolife. I'm a graduate from the University of Nairobi, and I've done human resource management and public relations. And that is what I did when I went to school. But 6 years, 8 months ago, I met with this opportunity. I was invited. But I want to say, if you're here for the first time, or you've just joined as a distributor from any country, you are in for a great surprise, because your life is going to be changed. And I became a distributor, I became a senior manager. I came in for money, and today I've gotten a lot of money. Today I'm not going to share my story, but I want to tell you it's amazing. The most amazing part of my life is the leaders I've been able to produce. Today I am so excited, and I want to congratulate Josephine Marangu and Rachel Maina, all the way in Maryland in the USA, because these are people, I have never met them in person. I remember, yes, they've said they were resistant, but you see, our business is about pushing, about getting persistent. And you know, the most amazing thing is that our products work. And that is the story that you've heard from Rachel and Josephine. And Rachel and Josephine, I'm very, very grateful to you, because the first talk we had, and today, 5 months later, everything has changed. You are now world team members, and I totally salute you. And you're going to start traveling the world. I've seen your checks even as directors. You've been able to make over $1,000 as directors. I really want to salute you for really supporting a big team from the US to Kenya to Europe. You're amazing leaders. So today I am so excited. I can talk so much, but I want to tell everyone on this call, at this time, I want you to be very attentive, because I want to bring a speaker to us, someone who is special, someone who loves us. And guess what? If he never said yes, over 30 years ago, if he never said yes, we could not be here. Our business is about empowering lives. And our president team member, Mike, who is our special guest today, has been able to empower lives across Africa in so many places. And he's a leader. He makes a lot of money, but from him, I believe it's not about the money. If Mike never joined, where could I be? And so many other leaders on this call. Today, we are privileged. We are blessed to have our president team member from South Africa share with us tonight and to close for us this meeting. So I want to request Mike, if you can hear me, our president team member. We've been waiting for this moment and we are very humbled to have you here together with us. And this is your time. Can you hear me, Mike?
Yes, Grace, I can, and I'm so happy to be with you.
Wow, welcome. Take it on.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you see my video?
Yes, I can see you, Mike.
Okay, fine. Yes, my heart is so full just listening to you, all the new people who joined, the new managers, the new senior managers. And I must say, I'm so impressed, Rachel and Josephine, for what you've done, becoming sapphires in such a short period. It's really amazing, and it shows the power of belief in the business. The products that work, that's been said so often. You know, I've seen in my years in the business, so many opportunities come with huge promises. They promise people the world, but they don't have products that actually work. And those businesses can never last. Our business has been going 62 years internationally. Next year, we'll be in South Africa for 50 years. We've been in East Africa for about 24 years now. And I was so privileged to have been involved in Nairobi, in Kenya, Uganda, right from the beginning. In fact, for me, East Africa is like my second home. I was there in January, and then, of course, COVID prevented any further travel. But I'm so happy to say that between AJ and myself, we're planning a trip to Nairobi and Uganda towards the end of January. And I so look forward to it because I miss you folks. You're my family, you're people. You will never know how special you are to me, even those of you that I don't know personally, because all of you are part of my life, and you impact me in some way or another. And I will never take that for granted. I will always appreciate every one of you. And what Grace said is so true. You know, in 1983, I was approached by somebody with, showing me this business. I never understood what he showed me. But at that time, I was so desperate to have some extra income that we took another look, ended up saying yes to the business, but never expecting much to come from it. I thought it's something my wife could do on a part-time basis. And if that could bring us a small second income, I would have been happy. I was in full-time church ministry. I never thought I'd do anything else but that. But God had a different plan for my life. I ended up eventually leaving the formal ministry. I'm still very much involved with the church, but today my income is from the business. It has been for many, many years. So whatever work I do in the church, I don't do as a paid employee of the church, and that satisfies me. But I was thinking, linking to what Grace said, what if the person who came and showed me the business never came? None of you would be on this call tonight. And the lesson from that is you never know the next person you may speak to. Maybe somebody who could lead you to tens and thousands of people in the future. So don't overlook anyone. Don't not talk to people. Don't prejudge people and think, oh, they will be interested or not, or they this or they that. Just talk to people. You heard Josephine say that there will be a lot of people who will say no and won't show any interest. That's fine. We know it's a sifting process. But finding one here, one there, another one in another place, and in time, your business can grow far beyond what you can imagine tonight. As I said, when we joined, I never thought this would be anything big. I was just hoping for a little extra income. But what we have today blows my mind. And you know what? If it's good now, I know it's going to be better in future, because this is a business that you cannot contain. It continues spreading. I'm so happy to see the development in the US. When I was in Uganda in January, somebody who is a Congolese refugee who now lives in Uganda got revitalized in the business. He started sponsoring, and through that, 2 new directors in Australia. Now, when I went to Uganda in January, I wasn't thinking of Australia. I never thought of anything happening in Australia necessarily coming from that trip. So you see, the potential is so big. The world is our oyster, as they say. The big thing we've got to realize is that when you have challenges, when things are sometimes difficult, when sometimes you don't see the progress that you're looking for, just never, ever give up. Because you never know, around the next corner, the next person you speak to might be the one that brings you the breakthrough. So I'll never forget when we were new in the business, the person who was then president of the company in South Africa always used to say, keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, no matter what. Because as you keep on, things can happen. There's this saying, I had it in my office for many, many years when I was still in the ministry, that saying, winners never quit and quitters never win. I have the experience of my sponsor who quit the business, as did his sponsor. And a while ago, I worked out that if my sponsor just stayed in the business, if he just created a director volume outside of what I was doing, automatically he would be a sapphire director. And you know, I can't remember the figure, but I worked out that over the last 30 years or so, he has given up a fortune because he quit. So that's the one thing I want to encourage you to do. And I really want to just applaud the leadership, Pascal and Betty, Isaac and Purity, all the others, Grace. You're doing such a good job. Justus and Dennis from Uganda and all the many others. I am just so privileged to have all of you in my downline. It is really such a blessing. You cannot believe what I'm saying to you. You grace my life, and I praise and thank God for people like you. And I know through you, we're going to reach many, many more people and bring new life to people. You've heard Rachel and Josephine's stories. They had extreme examples of health challenges. There are many such stories in our business. But I want to encourage you, don't just look for people with extreme challenges. Look for ordinary people. Help them. I think both Rachel and Josephine mentioned this also. Help people prevent getting to situations where they are in extreme difficulty. And that is what we can do through our products. You know, and the exciting thing is when the lockdown started, for us, it was in March in South Africa, and it was a very tight lockdown. Our country's economy suffered tremendously. Yet our business was growing through the months of lockdown up till last month. Every month the business was growing. In fact, last month I earned the biggest bonus I've ever earned out of Neolife. And that's not because I was killing myself working. In fact, I wasn't. It was what happened that has grown over the years. And even a catastrophe like COVID could not kill our business. In fact, our business has been flourishing. Why? Because our business flourishes in good times and bad times, because we have good products that people need, especially now. We have a business opportunity that people need more than ever, because I don't know in your countries, but in South Africa, so many people have lost their jobs. So many businesses have had to close. People need what we have more than ever, and we have the answer to many people's needs. It is for us to reach out. Forget about what it will do for you. Think about the people you talk to. And that requires a very big mindset change. Maybe not for you, but for me it did, because in the beginning, it was about me. I needed money. We needed money. We looked at, when we talk to people, about what they can do for us. And you know, that is such limited thinking. If we understand network marketing, the more we help other people achieve what they want, the more we pour ourselves into other people, the more we sacrifice for other people, like your leaders are doing there from Uganda, the more we will be blessed, because in giving, we will receive. So don't be selfish. Don't think small just about you. Think big. Think about the world. Think about how we can change the health situation in the world. Think about how we can change people's finances and reach out to people. It doesn't matter what their response is. We're not responsible for their response. We're just responsible for presenting to them. I couldn't help thinking that, thinking of Jesus. If you think about it, more people when he was on earth rejected him than accepted him. Yet today, more than 1 billion people are followers of Jesus. And how did that start? With 12 disciples. It started small. After Jesus left, it was the 12 disciples. Our business is much like that. Many people might reject what we offer, but we start with 1 or 2 or 3 and 4 or 5 and 6 and 7. And from that, it spreads. That is the power of what we have hold of. And if you pour yourself into other people unselfishly, their success will be like the tide in the ocean that will lift up your ship as well. And you will reach up to world team and president's team. I need to finish. I get carried away and just talk and talk and talk. But let me just tell you, yesterday and on Monday, we were in Johannesburg with a president's team meeting, staying in the wonderful 5-star Sandton Sun Hotel, where you will come when you come for Ruby orientation. It is such a wonderful place. Just being there is so wonderful. But the input we got from the leaders in the South African market about the business and about where we're going has just confirmed my belief in Neolife. We've had some challenges with product shortages, but you don't know and you don't understand to what lengths the company goes to try and keep up with supply. The difficulties they have is incredible, but what they do for us is even more incredible. That kind of support, I'm sure no other company can or will ever give us. I'm committed to Neolife for life. I'm now 73. Normally I would be retired, but I have life. I have the future to look forward to. When people retire, they go to the village and they sit in the sun, and as the sun moves around the house, they move with the sun, and there's no outlook for the future. For us, for me, well, for one thing, April, we're looking at Prague. They assure us Prague is going ahead, even if we might not have the big conference. I love traveling. I've traveled more times than I can remember, and I'm not talking just into Africa. I am talking about overseas, out of Africa. It's such a blessing. And I know there's more of that. I know financially things will look better. We can dream. We don't have to start dying when we get old. So Paul, also you from the company side, man, I don't have words to say how much I appreciate you and Fred and the team and Rico and all the people who support us from the Neolife side. This is just such a blessing. And I want you to have more of this blessing. And the the way to do that is to give more. You know, we've received this incredible gift called Neolife. But this is a gift that if we want to hold it for ourselves, it diminishes. But the more we give it away, the more precious it becomes, the more value it has for us. So just with a very full heart tonight, I praise God for just being invited to be part of what you were sharing tonight. It has enriched me so much. It's encouraged me so much. I'm so thankful for each of you, the company people, all of you. Isaac, you and Purity, you're doing such a fantastic job. May God bless you. And I hope to see many of you when we come to, God willing, to Kenya and Uganda early in the next year. I hope to see those of you on the world team in Prague and later on many other places. So let me shut up and finish and just say thank you for being you. Thank you for being part of my family. I love and appreciate you, and may God bless you in a wonderful way. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, our president team member, Mike, and thank you for your love. And you've just said that you joined Neolife in 1983. And I don't want to say where I was at that time, but indeed, this is an incredible, you know, a relationship business, and your love for us, you are our upline. And today you shared an amazing story of your journey. And I want to tell everyone on this call tonight, it is up to us to light the candle to the next person. And you know what? To light the candle will not cost you anything. It is just a matter of love and the thought, because the power of people and the power of our products indeed is incredible. Thank you so much, our president team member. We are humbled so much for you to take time to be with us. We are growing, we are on our journey. And when we look at you, we have so much hope in Neolife that you are 73 years, you look very young, you've been in Neolife for more than 30 years. Indeed, our business is growing and growing. So I want to be so grateful to the company. Thank you once again, Paul. Thank you once again, my upline directors, Purity and Isaac, for being with us and for encouraging us and even for sponsoring me. I want to thank every director on this call in Kenya, in Uganda, and across the world. I want to again appreciate our new sapphires, Josephine and Rachel, and also Mr. Minor, who is the husband to Rachel, for an amazing job all of you are doing there in the USA. Our team in the UK, our team all across the world, even the people from Canada, you've been doing so much. Thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to our distributors in Kenya and across Africa. Let us light the candle. Let us do this business. Let's do it with our whole heart. In the month of November, let's go all out and let's do it. You've seen it's possible to sponsor people, and this opportunity can only be given in Neolife. You've seen, even you've heard from our president team member, the amazing things that he has been able to achieve. I'm very sure he has not completed every achievement he has done. And the greatest for him is, look at us, we are here because he said yes. So thank you, Mike, and thank you everyone on this call. Have a good evening and a good day. I know others are just beginning their day. Those may be in the US, and those from here in Africa and Kenya, have a good night. I want to wish you the best, and let's meet tomorrow for more training. God bless you, and thank you everyone, our distributors, our senior managers, our guests. If you are here as a guest, please talk to the person who invited you, and they are going to be able to show you the next step and what you're going to do. We are going to support you. You've seen that the support is coming from the top and from the company. So from me and the team, I want to say thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Grace. Bye, Isaac.
Bye.
And Purity.
Bye, Rachel.
Looking amazing.
Bye all. Good night.
Bye, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you,
Bye,
Paul.
Paul.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night. Good day.
Good night, Justus.
Justus, Muhumuza, good
Justus.
night.
Good day. Oh, good night, Justus.
Rachel is good day. Rachel and Josephine, good day.
And all the rest of the team in the UK and the USA, it's a good day to you. God bless.